I know where I need to go. I need to go back to the previous area. I'm just going to do that. Because, to be fair, I haven't actually been seeing that many Caddo in this level. I haven't been seeing a lot of red dots showing themselves. Plus, this area will probably be a lot easier to traverse once I actually find, like, a specific item.
Yet another pog, because that jump just looks so difficult because of the stutter stepping.
Wait, I just had a thought. Also, I think there's an item up there because I can see a little white speck. Jaunty is an Irish leprechaun, right? So, he's possessed, and I need to get some sort of healing cup. What if that is here in Ireland?
What if the
like the Holy
Plot
Grail
twist.
or something stupid.
Plot twist, the water you've been just swimming in is the healing water.
Why does it kill me when I drown then?
Speaking of bird, if you hear some strange noises in the background, that would be my parrot.
It's fine. I don't know where to go from here. There's pots on the edges, so it looks like I'm supposed to make that jump. I don't see where else I'm supposed to go. Unless I am supposed to be able to grab that, and I just didn't. Oh, you bastard! Why'd you not grab that before? For fuck's sake.
Oh, yikes.
Okay, nothing important. Yeah, I knew I was supposed to go this way, because that's what it showed. Really? Oh, God. Okay, hang on. Which way do you want me to go here? Good. Yeah, it wants me to go through that. That's the switch I need to press. Can I make that jump from here?
You can't make. Oh, nah.
I'm not gonna risk that.
I don't know. Might not be makeable.
Well, maybe. Maybe you're supposed to do it. I don't know.
But it's like a case of which one is closer.
Okay, I can't make that. That's
Did that pot just have nothing in it?
Yeah. Even though it was a bullet for the gun I just used to break the pot. Oh, you cheeky bastard, why?
Oh, that is a Caddo. That is
Why?
a well-hidden Caddo. That is a well-hidden one.
Oh, I don't like that. One bit. Oh my god, I salvaged. Oh, I got it. Yes. I got the Caddo boot, boy. Oh, what's in there? Nothing of value or interest.
Imagine it being another Caddo.
But you really want me to make that jump? It's like, I don't see a way on shimmying across the wall there. Wait, double tap forward on the D-pad. There we are. We got first person. Oh, wait. Even better. Get out of that. I could just get a good view with a weapon. Hang on.
A sniper.
Yep.
Ah, that's smart.
Yeah, boy. Right, so... Oh, the thing is, it's going to dequip one of my items again. Praise the bean! Praise the bean!
How powerful is that sniper, by the way?
Not very good. In fact, do you want to see the motion blur when I shoot this thing?
Oh, whoa, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's nauseating, man. Try snipe 10 birds with this. That's required at the very beginning of the game. Brings it to such a screeching halt. Oh, wait, there's one there. How am I not shooting you? Oh, he's gone all the way there now. Come back over here, you fool. There we go.
You got it.
Christ. Oh, shit, I gotta dive. Right, let's go.
That's so nauseating.
The HUD should not do that. It should not be affected along with everything else. I thought I was getting tunnel vision for a second there. That was weird. Okay, we've got 4 so far. We're getting there slowly. This is still a massive pace breaker, though. I know that this is all to save Jaunty. I'm not ending the stream until I save Jaunty.
Huh.
I'm not leaving him like that.
He was your best mate in the last game.
I hate these birds so much.
It sounds like someone's trigger happy.
This is just pain. Really? How? But how?
That was it was twice.
He was on the red dot! Come on, I even zoomed in for a more accurate shot and I still missed. Fuck you!
Nettie needs 10 bird skulls. But
Mike, I know! It's like patronising at this point. What do you think I'm spending all this time trying to do? Why is he so
I don't
This
know.
is so annoying!
They're clearly going for a route. I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't get 'em.
It's like, no wonder I've got 500 goddamn maximum rounds with this gun. You need them.
And you've wasted like 200 on them.
It's fucking ridiculous. How did that not hit? Come on, this should not be required. Even if I'm a bad shot. This is ridiculously accurate. It's killed the pace of the game. There's more than that what's required. I got him in one! Really? Really? Holy shit, what the hell? I think I've got enough now. Oh, I have 10. I don't even need the other one that I killed. What a tease. Well, I have 11 now, so fuck you. So, like, I gotta get over here and press this. I'm looking. I don't see any ledges to shimmy over, so it's like I need to make a leap. But I don't think that's correct. It looks way too far.
It just looks like you're going to miss it, and then finally he catches the ledge.
That's how I started. Well, don't do that, please. Leap of faith. Oh, I'm gonna have to, haven't I? Oh my god! Oh, I couldn't see this thing! I thought that was a pit! Oh god, why did that go blue? I thought that was a pit because, like, it was blackened. That's dirty. I didn't think that was a place I could jump for. Oh, and they move?
Oh, and then there's man, that would have. That means the pot would have moved with it too.
Nah, it was on that corner. Wait, can I get back
Oh,
now?
okay.
Wait, do I want to go this way? Yeah, there's no way I can make that jump. Again.
Man, this tower is built in such a perfect spot that you can just barely jump.
Where is that platform? It's there. Don't think I've got to go that way.
There are so many directions you can travel in here. It's like
There we go.
alley-oop.
Not that way. Yes, ticket. I'm doing this. No! No!
Oh,
Jump!
Woo, wah.
Jump, big man. You're springy boy.
That's happened twice now, by the way.
I know. Okay, now we gotta go backwards. Great.
Oh, it's a pressure plate you stood on.
We're getting there slowly. Ah! Stop. Ah! Nah! Oh, God.
That's so stressful.
I haven't fallen down once as well. What the shit?
Oh, well, don't say that. Now you're gonna.
I'm playing with fire, boy.
Sometimes you play with fire, you get burned.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yes! I've raised the one piece of wood. Who's the man? I swear. I mean...
Ooh.
What did I say? That had to happen.
I said it would happen. I said it would happen. It happened.
That's just funny to me, man. Now I hear you, bud.
I'm sorry.
Whee! It's fine.
She's been doing all sorts of beeps and whistles.
Reminds me when I had Jack in the background of my videos before the auction house part of In the World of Ruin in Final Fantasy VI. Every video up to that point. My earliest co-commentator, you will surely be missed. Captain Jack Sparrow. Not that one. My budgie.
You know what, actually? Speaking of Sparrow, I actually... funny story.
I didn't grab the ledge, you mug! Sorry, go on.
There was actually a Sorry. Yeah, it finally happened.
What the heck
Finally
just happened?
happened.
What the heck just happened there? I grabbed the ledge, I still fell. What? And he didn't grab the ledge when I made the jump to begin with. God damn it.
But yeah, one day me and my mom found a sparrow that was kicked out of its nest by its mother. and
Rude.
we raised it and took care of it and put it inside and stuff like that, and it eventually started telling us what it wanted, like not visually, or I'm sorry, visually, verbally speaking, but it started flying to where either it wanted us to go or where it wanted to go, because uh it it spent about 2 years indoors, just gathering strength and getting much stronger with its wing muscles, and eventually it trusted us enough where it would freely fly around the house and not mind where we are. So after a while, it wanted to start going outside to try to fly around.
Oh
And
yeah.
I think that was about after 5-ish years of taking care of it.
Oh
It was
wow.
a small sparrow, and we eventually named him Rocky when once we found him. But
Wow.
after a very long time of taking care of him, uh, he wanted to go outside, and at one point he felt extremely happy outside, and so in like love and respect for him, we left his kennel out there in case if he did want to come back inside, we can carry him inside. And by kennel I mean like his tiny little bird cage we had,
Yeah.
uh like in case if he did want to come inside, which he never did. So he
Just.
ended up finding he ended up getting into a dog fight,
Oh.
and he was able to fly so well indoors that he could fly at pretty much even stronger angle than a 90-degree angle, about a 93.
Wow. That's impressive.
And because his muscles were so powerful, so he ended up finding a mate and another sparrow, and he
Jump.
bring that sparrow near the house, and but she would always keep her distance from us because she didn't know us like Rocky did.
Yeah.
And
That's the thing.
uh
Wild birds or wild animals in general, just like once they get attached to you, it's like, I mean, they'll still prefer outdoors to indoors, but they will recognize you and respect you for it.
Yeah, and he Rocky ended up getting into a dogfight,
Yeah.
like an aerial combat, and absolutely knocked the other bird completely like out of the fight, like without even breaking any sweat, because his muscles were so strong from flying indoors. Like it took him a year to seriously fully get used to being able to fly indoors, because his brain was already built because of like with wind
Oh
resistance in
shit.
mind. And
Yeah.
for the longest time he finally got used to it, and he was fully able to turn around in the hallways. So if we whistled for him or called him, he would jump off of his cage and fly to where he was whistled at.
So he recognizes the call and he'll come straight to you.
Yep, it was, yeah. My mom taught him the whistling and whatnot. Like he couldn't verbally speak, but for sure he absolutely knew how to show us what he wanted.
That's
And then
amazing. I've never had anything like that with like a wild animal.
I believe another 2.5 to 3 years, him and his girlfriend would always visit the house for about maybe an hour. I mean, occasionally ruffle up, but like that, I've learned that that's actually the bird being content
Oh yeah.
rather than annoyed.
Yeah, because normally the phrase is like, "Oh, its feathers are ruffled." It's like, rustled. It's like, "Oh, they're annoyed," but no, it actually means they're just content and cozy.
Yeah, certain types, like the way, because like it was slightly like outwards and puffed up, but like then it went back down again, and then went back up again, and then went back down again. Like that's its content, comfortable, happy type of ruffled. But eventually, uh, it started getting colder, so him and his mate stood in on the nest, and at one point just I think one after the week of the cold passes by, he never returned to the house again.
Just flew south for the winter. But still, that's a beautiful story.
Sparrows unfortunately don't live very long, so
Probably
about
reached the end of his life then, especially if you had him for 5 years at that point.
yeah, he spent a very large majority of his life indoors. I think they can live up to about 10 to 12 years. So pretty much a little over half of his life was just spent in growing up in the house.
Thank you for the clip, Sibling Cario, and letting me know with a notification, as you do.
I will be right back. My mother is calling me.
That is fair. Yeah, that's an amazing story, because again, I've never had anything like that with anything wild like pigeons and stuff. It's pretty cool. But got past that platforming segment outside of the mausoleum, and I've actually entered the other side of the sepulchre. That's why I went back on myself to figure out where I actually entered, because I just wanted to check the map to see where I was, and I was just back indoors. Dolch's lair, that's actually different. Oh yeah, because we couldn't explore the rest of the sepulchre. So maybe we'll get what we need here, and then we've got to go all the way back. Because I still haven't got a single sigil. That's actually bad. And there's 12 to get at this point in this area. Spec that.
There must be a way out.
Oh shit, I still got the bloody
gargoyles.
thing. Yeah, I had the shield in that one. Now, fucking every time, man! This menu system is so slow and clunky. The original, you just go into a menu, you press a button, it's in that thing. Here, it has to be all flashy and shit. And it doesn't swap items around, it just replaces them. There. God damn it. Shoot him out of the air. I'll use Mike's handgun if I have to. I'm not going to use the bullets anyway. Go on, take it.
But there is also another story that again that's also true about my cat.
You have the most interesting pet stories. I'll say that right now.
Yeah, Sprocket is his name. He's a Turkish van, and we found him on one of our roads, completely abandoned.
Oh.
And he was starving, and so me and my mom stopped our car and picked him up. And he had practically sticks and leaves falling out of his mouth, because he was starving, so he was trying to eat anything possible to survive.
That makes sense. Bless him.
Yeah, he was only a kitten at the time, so my mom brought him home and gave him milk to just to something there he can be able to have something to push all that sticks through his system and whatnot, which it eventually did.
What the flip was that?
But when we picked him up, we could physically touch his heart. Like, between the skin, we could physically touch his heart.
That's not healthy at all. That's grisly.
No, it was barely beating. It was his body
Jesus
was on
Christ.
the verge.
Sorry.
His body was on the verge of dying, so we acted fast and gave him any kind of nutrient that we could possibly have at our disposal.
You are like a
So we gave him tons of milk. Yeah, we gave him tons of milk. We even gave him some fish that we had for some salmon. We even gave him some cat food, which did not end well at first, so we did not give him any more of that cat food until later.
Probably because he was so weak he couldn't stomach it properly, because he had none.
Yes, he, at that point his stomach was so weak, he couldn't.
You would have to probably start off with like steamed like fish or something, keep it extremely light on the stomach.
Yeah, we tried every bit of light, like tuna, all sorts of very soft foods for him to eat, but we mainly stuck with the milk for a very long time, until he grew strong enough where he was able to actually eat tuna, or like extra tuna, because we could only give him like half of a bowl of tuna at first, and then later on when he got stronger, we gave him a full bowl of tuna, which he fully stomached it, and everything was okay there. And but yet after a while, he just didn't want to drink the milk anymore. I don't know.
He probably just got sick of it because yes, it's healthy and it was doing him good, but he probably just got sick of it because it was all he was having.
I was about to say, yeah, I don't blame him at the slightest.
Oh my god,
but,
I'm getting wrecked. That was bad.
Yeah, I definitely don't blame him at the slightest on the milk aspect. But,
You know, it kind of annoys me actually because it's like when I hear this, I'm just thinking, why are my cats so fussy when it just comes to food? It's like you moan for food, I give you food, then you just look at me and continue meowing. I'm like rude. And meanwhile, you're here saving a cat from starvation, and it's like, thank you for the milk, but I'm literally done in. It's like I'm all milked out.
After a while, he grew into a
Oh.
very loving family cat, and
How did it load for a second?
it wasn't until a very long time since we figured out what breed he is, and he's supposed to be from Turkey, and hence why his breed is a Turkish van. And
Oh,
it's just after he got older, he became very nuzzly, and we figured out that we cannot scream when he is nearby, because it's something, it like gets triggered in his brain. And I think when he was abandoned, his owners screamed a lot at him and whatnot, because
bit of a trigger or PTSD or something.
yes, because when my mother screams near him, he bites my mom on the leg.
Oh, okay.
But
So that sounds like more of a form of abuse and self-defense. So it had the yelling as abusive and it's biting to defend itself
Yeah.
because it thinks it's being attacked.
But it's a gentle, it's a gentle bite. He's not biting to harm. He's biting to just because he's frustrated.
Yeah, it's like, please stop shouting. You're not doing me a good. because I mean, obviously,
But
there's no question that he loves you. Oh, finally, I got one. But yeah, it's like no question that he loves you because I mean, you saved his life and everything, and pretty much became your cat. It's just obviously, it's just a gentle like little nip. Say, please stop shouting.
Yeah, and if we ignore him for an extended amount of time, then he will start kind of jumping and actually like wrapping his arms or his claws around you and biting your arm if you tried to pet him.
He just wants to be left alone after that, really.
Well, it's like that's only if you ignore him and don't give him attention. But like sometimes when we do give him food, he looks at it, takes like one bite, and then walks away from it. Even though he like looks up and like meows, like he's a very big cat. Like he's tall enough where he could actually like stand on his two legs and like his claws reach the surface of the countertop from the ground, just standing.
Oh wow.
Yes, he's a very big cat, and it's all muscle. Yeah.
My cat Fuchsia does that on the fridge. She like stands up and just meows at you. She's actually quite small and thin, but she does eat well. In fact, she's the less fussy of the two. And yet, little Miss Poofy Spook here, little Tabby, I say little, she's like big and poofy, and she was originally the runt of the litter, and yet she's the fussy one. We've got such weird cats, man. And ironically enough, that's the only story I've got, really.
And a long time after that is when we got Lucky, which is my African gray parrot. And a long time after, she started meowing like Sprocket.
What a name, by the way.
Huh?
What a name.
Yeah, I was the one that named her Lucky when I was around 7 years old.
It's such an interesting name because you wouldn't normally. It's not a general cat name.
Yes. Oh, Sprocket got his name because my dad was leaving one day to go to work in his van, and there was a fan shroud that my dad has, because he always has to open up the hood to see if Sprocket's in there, because Sprocket loves to just climb in there. And
I want to go for a
so
ride.
and yeah, he had no clue, but one day Sprocket crawled like down towards the fan shroud, and his tail got caught up into that shroud just in the very tip, and sliced the hair off the edge of the tail.
Ooh.
Thankfully, not harming him. But ever since, if he sees that vehicle mobile even at the slightest, he panically runs like a snap of a finger. He runs away. Meters upon meters away from that vehicle, like as far as possible, because he's completely scared of vehicles ever since that event. Like, thankfully, nothing was harmed. Like, genuinely, thankfully, he was not seriously injured.
No.
Because, like, the slightly in the top and the complete middle side of the hair on the tail was completely chopped off.
Again, it's only just the fur, but yeah.
Yeah, it grew back. After some time, it did grow back. It's just, it was really scary for me and my mom, because we were still obviously taking care of him at that point in time.
Yeah, it still wasn't like 100% strong. So you were just like, oh, we don't want anything happening to this thing.
Yeah, because we absolutely love all animals, like, no matter what, like.
Oh yeah, it's like your family sounds like the best animal lovers.
You know, come to think of it, there was also this funny time where I think my mom named the raccoon Cooper or something along the lines, because yeah, just one day we had this family of like 4 raccoons kind of walk up onto the deck, because it noticed that my cat's food was out there, and so my mom took interest in it and actually started like hanging out with them.
Oh right.
And like, she was very gentle, and so were they. Like, they shown no signs of aggression in any way, shape, or form. And yet, my mom one day like filled this large tub of water and then threw some, like, kind of gently put some ice cubes in there, and the raccoons actually jumped in there and played with the ice cubes until they melted. Because it was relatively warm and humid that night, so the ice cubes melted really fast. But like yeah, they stood in there for quite a while, and like washing themselves and playing with the ice cubes. It was cute, but like
quite funny actually.
I watched it from a distance. I don't remember how many rings that the raccoon had on its tail, but it was a small handful for sure.
That's 2 sigils so far. I'm actually we're actually making progress now. It just took getting through almost the entirety of the area to get to this point.
Ah, there goes the gate now.
Yeah, so that means I can now go backwards. Also, let me go back for a second. With the lighting, doesn't that look like there's something hidden there?
It does. That wall looks out of place completely.
I think that's just lighting though, because I've tried and it ain't when you tell me a story, and it was like with the raccoons, and it was like yeah, I can't seem to get anything to happen. Not even getting a prompt to push, which even if I wasn't normal Mike, if I try to push a Shadow Man, he'll just say I can't push it, so I'm not even getting that. Because look, it's here. It's like here. There was another spot over this way.
Maybe you have to backwards long jump into the wall.
Oh god. The Kings! Yeah.
No, but yeah. Those are just some crazy stories that I had in my life.
Well, thank you for sharing. Okay, I've opened a way to another one. Ah, crap. Yeah, I think...
I've definitely...
Oh, sorry.
I've definitely had some crazy things happen in my life.
Yeah, but they're all, like, animal related, and I don't... Ironically enough, like, I've had... Well, look, my nan's had a bunch of dogs, even though one at a time. I've had a dog and 2 cats and a budgie at one point, but everyone knows what happened to my budgie. Not really much to say about my cats, really, other than just being a bit on the weird side.
Wait, I don't remember what happened to the budgie.
Oh, it's like we went on holiday one day, and as I mentioned, this was like on a channel frame, because I did mention it during a video actually, because like he was in the background of every video I made since the start. When it got to about about 30 something in Final Fantasy VI, I didn't have Jack anymore because when we were on holiday, when he was let flying around by the person who was watching him, not going to name names, and accidentally hit something, landed, broke his neck. So.
Oh no!
Mm.
Excellent.
I am so sorry.
It happened about 6 years ago at this point. 6, 7 years ago.
That pain never leaves, though.
No, it was quite a shock because, like, we just came back to hear the news. It's like, actually, no, we heard about it on the way back, and it's like, oh yeah, it happened, and it literally happened on that day as well.
See, stuff like that is just so heartbreaking. It's just like, especially being an animal lover or even a bird lover for that matter. It's just that it's genuinely like shocking and heartbreaking.
I mean, the ones that hit me the most, well, Max definitely hurt the most. That was like 20. I never actually told this story. You know what? This is a good time to tell it now, actually, because it's relevant, I guess. Yeah, 2020. He was starting to slow down a bit. This was right after the first lockdown ended, and I was able to see my mate's skin. I was around Mez's house, and you know, literally only there for about 20 minutes, and I get a phone call saying that, oh, he's just collapsed on your bedroom doorstep, and I'm like, oh shit, what the hell? Couldn't go to the vets because they didn't have enough space. Obviously, social distancing, and it was a small vet, so only 2 people could go, so that'd be my mum and dad. I had my Jeep at the time. That was the last time I saw him in the back boot of my car. I gave him a big hug. And then about an hour later, I got the news, and I was like, oh, they had to put him down at that moment. The funeral service, though, for the crematorium, though, they put in the work. They offered a lot of stuff. You can get, like, a print of your dog's paw print. You can even have, like, an ink print as well, framed. Obviously, certificate. Custom-made plaque to hold the ashes. Pretty nifty.
A custom plaque?
Yeah, like you can have you can like take an image, give it to them, and when they write the stuff on the on the little plaque for the box, they can like laser engrave a picture. So we got like a picture of his goofy grin.
Aww. Stuff like that is super like incredibly hard to like even.
Oh, it hit me hard. I mean,
Yeah,
he was slowing down, and we knew that he was getting old, but we didn't expect that was going to happen. Or, what, his, appendix? Was it his appendix? I think his appendix
Oh, his
ruptured.
appendix ruptured?
Yeah, I mean, he was a German Shepherd Cross Staff, so apparently it was the most natural way for him to go for a breed of him, of his type. So, fair, I guess, but it was like, we couldn't do anything about it, really, because, like, it would have just been suffering for him. And he had to be put down pretty much then and there. And he just stared at my mum until he went, and it was just like, didn't even blink.
You know what, actually? That reminds me that there was this dog that I absolutely fell in love with.
Oh shit, I backtracked.
Like, it was my family's dog. It was a golden Labrador Retriever mix. And, there was also this Great Dane named Bruni. And Allie and the Great Dane Bruni all just always roughhoused. It was just like 2 or 3 times a day they would roughhouse. And one time Allie stopped wanting to roughhouse, but Bruni didn't realize that, and
just kept going.
It got to a point where Bruni just hit Allie from the side, which fractured Allie's vertebrae, knocking her over in a massive amount of pain. So she was taken to the vet. They had her checked, even X-rayed and all that. And
I've done it.
just those vertebrae that cracked or that fractured, I mean, never healed the
Oh
same
shit.
way. And
So
so
just like an annoyed tap to just get him to stop was so strong that it caused lifetime damage.
yeah, Great Danes are very powerful and they're very playful, so they don't know when to stop unless if they're told to stop, or unless if they have had enough themselves. But
Why is Scooby-Doo scared of anything? He's a
they're
strong
very like
boy.
they're gentle giants essentially.
Because I'd never, like, actually, like, had to deal with or met a Great Dane. I mean, obviously the Scooby-Doo thing was more of a joke, but it's like... I mean, what was the, oh yeah, that was a thing, actually. My nan's got, like, a new, black Labrador, about 6 months old, but the other day, when she brought him around, she did, like, a full lap around the coffee table, and I was like, what are you doing? And then she, like, headbutted me right in the groin, took me down, and then absolutely jumped all over me, and started, like, trying to gnaw
Ooh.
on my head, and I'm like, what are you doing, madam? She was just playing, she didn't know, but it was, like, and she wasn't hurting, but it was, like, the force was just so sudden, it was like, what are you doing? And then bap right into me. I'm just like, thanks.
Yeah, but
Oh
that's
shit!
kind of how
I just died to full damage.
that's kind of how the Great Dane is. They don't really know what they're like. They don't know how to seriously control their strength and their energy. So
I'm gonna save actually, just in case.
so yeah, but Allie, after her after her vertebrae like tried to heal, they blistered in. So after a while, the vertebrae started fusing together,
Ooh,
and it became so painful for her to even move.
spinal fusion. It
And
sounds like.
we gave her this medication called turmeric. She had 4 fused vertebrae together, and it like just that dog tried everything in its power to follow us around the house. When we moved, she moved, and it got so painful for her that just one day she collapsed on the ground and could not move anymore. So we had to
Dang.
carry her to the vet, and they had to put her down
Oh, okay.
because
No,
she
no
physically could.
surgery was able to be done. I'm guessing.
No surgery was able to be done. It would have only paralyzed her. She endured so much pain. I couldn't see her like that anymore.
Right. I think
It
you
was
did the
too
right
much.
thing on that one. Yeah.
Like I just it was just so hard to see her move like that. Because I know what she wanted to do, I know what she was trying to do, and she just could not do it, and she was fighting day in, day out, night in and night out. It was never-ending battle for her. Like,
Mm.
I loved that dog. That
Yeah, they have a much more pain tolerance. Yeah, because like a lot of things can hurt them, but they won't do anything. They won't whine about it for the most part until it's like too much. That's when you start hearing the yelping and the whining.
Yeah, that's exactly how Allie was. Like the pain was never too much for her until it prevented her from moving. And my family also had another dog, Bucky. It was a husky, and it got so bad to a point it just I can't remember what happened, but it caused all 4 of its legs to be paralyzed. And my great grandfather found the dog laying in its own bathroom, essentially,
Oh,
like its own accident, because it physically could not move, get up, or do anything. Like they had to give it food and give it water. Like it could move its neck,
but that was
but it
it.
could not move its legs.
That kind of reminds me of what happened with my nan's old English sheepdog. He was a unique one, Neelix. He lived for so long. He was basically like a granddad to me, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but it's true. I was really heartbroken when he went. It was probably my first pet death, personally, and it wasn't even mine. But it hit me hard, and it was like, um, his back legs were going, so like whenever he needed to go like do his business, my nan would have to like act as his back legs.
Excellent.